Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Daphne from Craftydust, and if you're new here, this channel is all about home decor and DIY content, and in today's video we are DIYing an industrial bookshelf. Now I feel like the word industrial implies that the frame is metal, but I'm not a very big fan of metal furniture. I'm a big fan of wooden furniture, so we're making a wooden frame instead. Also, the shelves I will be using for this bookcase are the IKEA ENETRI shelves. I found them at the discount section for 15 euros, down from 60, and to be honest, I didn't even think about it. I just bought them straight away. I thought I would definitely use them somehow, someday, and that day is today. Well, technically 3 days ago, because I'm filming the intro after. I also realized while I was searching for the shelves on the IKEA website to link them in the description box that the reason why they were so cheap is because IKEA has discontinued the original bookcase. Which I guess makes this video half pointless since you can't find the exact shelves anymore, but it might still give you an idea or some inspiration on your DIY project, and I will make sure to add the dimensions of the shelves along with all the other dimensions and products down in the description box, because at the end of the day they're just shelves. You can replace them with any other shelf or piece of wood of the same dimensions. Plus, the whole point of doing a DIY is that you can customize it. So without further ado, let's get started on our project, because I can't wait for you guys to see the final result. It turned out so good. The thumbnail may have given that away though. Okay, let's go.
To create the stand for the bookcase, I used 6 studs. I will be making 3 identical stands, so 2 pieces of wood for each stand. And I am starting off by sanding all the studs because I find it easier to sand them now that my frame is disassembled, using a 220 grit sandpaper, and I am lightly sanding just to make sure it is nice and smooth and ready for paint. Cut 5 small pieces for each stand, so a total of 15 pieces of a total length of 3.5 centimeters. That's because the shelves I am using are 30 centimeters, so I added an extra half centimeter to make sure they definitely fit. And I used the first piece of cut wood to measure the length of the other pieces, double checked it with my ruler, and then double checked that they're even after I cut them. It's always best to double, even triple check before you cut, because you only cut once. Holes on each stud, I am first marking where I want to open them, and it's very important to do that on a flat surface. So I am placing everything the way it will be assembled and marking on the long studs where each small piece will sit on. And then I am drawing a line in the middle of each section and marking 1.7 centimeters in from each side, which is where I will open the holes. Once the first stud was done, I used to make my markings on all the other studs. And I also did the same on the smaller pieces of wood. I found the middle and marked 1.7 centimeters in from each side. And I also marked 4 extra holes evenly spread on the 3 studs that will be mounted on the wall. Next, I drilled the holes, and I also used the largest drill bit to make an opening for the heads of the screws to sit in so they don't stick out. together, I am wiping all the wooden pieces with a clean cloth to make sure they are free of dust, and I am adding some wood glue on the edge of each small stud for extra security and attaching them between the two large studs. Again, it is very important to make sure you have a flat surface during this step. When it's completely dry, I am preparing it for paint by sanding it and wiping off the dust. For base coat, I am using the Luxon's Undercoat Primer for wood in white, and I'm using a roller for the flat surfaces as well as a paintbrush for the corners. Paint, I am using the Vernilac Gloss Finish in Matte Black, and again I am using a roller and a brush as well. I was fortunate enough to only need one layer, so that was great. This is the same paint I used on my cherry upholstery video, which by the way turned out so good. I will link it up on the screen for you if you're interested in watching that. Cover the shelves with a wood effect contact paper because this gray is too industrial for me. I will also be using a squeegee to apply it, and funny story guys, I forgot to buy one from the store, so I 3D printed one instead. It's the 3M design, which I will link down below for you guys, and I wrapped a piece of cotton fabric around it so I don't scratch my contact paper. And once my surface was sprayed clean, I applied it, leaving some excess on all sides. You can just remove it and reapply it. Keep in mind that no matter how hard you try, there is no way your application will be bubble free. So in that case, just take a needle and pinch the bubble to make a small hole, and then go over it with a squeegee. To fold the contact paper on the edges, I made a diagonal cut on each corner, folded it and trimmed off any excess with a cutter. Hair dryer on the sides to melt the glue. centered the bottom side of one of the shelves, which I will use as the top shelf. Frame on the wall, Alex drilled the holes, we put the roadblocks in and screwed the frame on the wall. And just a tip guys, either put the roadblocks to sit inside the wall or make an opening as big as the roadblock's head on the stud, so that there is no gap between the wall and the frame, otherwise it won't be stable. We also had to put the shelves on before mounting our last frame because we mounted the bookshelf on the corridor and space is limited.
Right, so I'm going to decorate it and you guys will see the final reveal. 3, 2, 1. And that, you guys, was my DIY bookshelf, and honestly, I love it. It turned out way better than I expected, and I can't believe how realistic the wood effect contact paper is. I highly recommend this brand. Not sponsored, by the way, just a happy customer. So all in all, it took me about 3 to 4 days to finish it, and it is 1000% worth it. I am so happy to have it, but most of all, I am happy to have created it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, or if you have any questions, I am happy to answer them. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Also share it with your friends and family, or those you think would enjoy such DIY or find it helpful. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more home decor and DIY content, and click on the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video comes out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!